Hello everybody, Brian York here with Yorkie Moto Garage, and we've got a special edition tonight. It's the Christmas Eve edition, and I had a YouTube subscriber come down and pick up his blue-green candy bike Wednesday, and he decided that he wished that I would do a video on the chrome strip on the frame. And I said, no problem. I'm getting ready to strip a bike down, and it would be very easy for me to just go ahead and do a video and explain that as I'm taking it apart. I've already taken some of the pieces on the bike apart, and I'll probably do a part 2 video if I could do that. I already got some video of it. So I'm going to turn the camera around here, and I'm going to show you how to take this frame strip off and a few other pieces. And I'm going to show you some variations of tank brackets where they changed them, and there's probably a little bit of confusion on that, so we're going to show that today. Okay, so so here's the frame strip he was talking about right here. It's not really super complicated to take it apart, but you got to know which things to take apart to get that frame strip off there. So on this particular bike, this is an HK1 1971. It's 4-speed. I'm going to turn this back around here, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to get into that. So, there we go. That should cover it pretty well. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to be able to take these pieces off. So there's 2 bolts here on this tank bracket, 2 bolts on this battery box, and then we could take this battery box out and get it out of there. Okay, you want to cut your lines. Now, if you're just taking the strip off, say you've got a bike that's been restored and somebody put this crappy strip back on there and then put a new one on. Guys, if you're restoring a bike, go ahead and spend the $10 and put the frame strip on it. It's not really that much more, and it makes the bike look so much better. Okay, so you've got 2 bolts right here. I just got them hand threaded because I already took this bike apart and I forgot that I was going to do this video. So I'm just going to pull these off. The seat bolts to these 2 holes right here. I don't have the seat on there. I didn't have the seat when I got the bike, so I just put one of my old seat brackets on there to kind of show you what's going on. So once you've got your hoses, now if you don't want to take the tank out, that's not a problem. Just unhook the drain the gas, unhook the hoses from the carburetor, and then we want to slide this back just to where we can get to the end of the frame strip. Okay, so now we're to the point to where we can take this frame strip off. Now, if you're doing this frame strip on a restored bike, then you want to use a piece of cardboard against the paint. Take a screwdriver, get a hold of the frame strip, and just kind of easily push up on it on both sides. Just kind of push up on it a little bit. Boom. Now you take that and just slide this out. Boom, your strip's out. Now you've got 3 clips. If you ever go to put an old one back in, maybe you polished it and it's in good condition, and you want to put it back on, just make sure you got these 3 clips in here. Sometimes they slide out the end and you're missing the clips. It won't stay put if you do that. It's nice to have the clips in there. If you're missing the clips, just go ahead and scrap it and get a new one. Honda still makes these. You can still get them. I think they're on Honda Northeast Vintage Cycles. I think you can get them for 10 or 11 bucks. They're not very much. Now if you're wanting to reinstall this, say you've got the new one and you've taken this off, everything looks good and clean here, and you're like, hey, I want to go ahead and put this back on. So what we're going to do is take the end of this and slide it down into this hole as far as we can go. And what I do is take a rubber hammer, Kind of tap it in there a little bit, and don't beat the crap out of it, just enough to get it in there and get it tight to where it won't go any farther. Take this piece of cardboard over here on top with a piece of rubber hammer and just lightly tap it. It should go down there pretty easy. Sometimes it'll bounce a little bit, and it's a pain in the ass. But you got to keep it going and keep tapping until this goes down flush with the frame all the way across. So basically that's how you remove and install this strip. That's how you get to it. Now, I'm going to show you a differentiation. I can't talk tonight, sorry. I'm going to show you a variation of tank brackets, and it'll make it a lot easier for you if you have a KO tank bracket. Okay, so this is the one that you're going to find in a K1. It's an early bracket. Okay, the reason I say that is there's two different ones. You've got this bracket, which is the one that's on the tank right now, and the hole on it is pretty small. Okay, now if you look at these, there's different size in the holes. Because this one is a later bracket. This year, early in 71, they had this back bracket and used this with the plastic tank. Okay, a lot of people's like, oh crap, that's not for metal tank. No, these are two different brackets. Look at the hole size. This bigger hole is for the metal tank. The smaller hole is for a KO rubber and a plastic tank. A lot of people don't know the difference. Now, the reason why is because halfway during the year they decided to change it. Now, I don't know why they decided to change it, but they decided that that's not the route they were going to go. After 71, they went into 72. After that, it was all steel tanks from there on. Now, there's another variation of this tank, and this is probably one that you would normally see. Let me get up here for a second. This bracket right here, this is the early KO bracket. If you got a 1970 or a 69, this is the bracket you're going to have. Guess what? This bracket goes right here. Well, should have known I'd get one that's bent. Anyway, this goes right here. Can't get it on there. Daggone it. It's bent all the heck. And this is just a junk one I had laying around anyway. But anyway, it's supposed to sit right here like this. And see, that don't even touch your frame rail. So now, seat bracket sits right here like this. Okay? If you have this style, only thing you have to take off is the seat itself or the seat bracket. Okay? Because this won't even affect that. Then you take this off, and then you can take this frame rail off. Now, this is the early KO, 69 and 70. And 71, they changed from this with a plastic tank, and I want to say it was from early 71 and then all the way up to like June or July. I want to say in August, they changed these out. Well, guess what? Somewhere in the line, they had shipments come in of these plastic tanks. They had back ordered, and guess what? The very end of the run, they have plastic tanks too. So there's no way to document any of this. Everybody's like, oh, I gotta be particular. You know what? You can't document this, guys. Just quit trying to do it. It ain't gonna happen. Honda did whatever they wanted to do. If they had 50 plastic tanks that day, they put 50 tanks in. If they had metal tanks that day, they put metal tanks in. You can't document any of this crap. You can try all you want. I've been doing this for 25 years. It wears me out when people try to document crap. It's a dang mini bike. Build it and have fun with it. So anyway, getting all fired up here. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for joining me. Like I said, I'm going to show another video. I'm going to be taking the fenders and the taillight bracket off and some other stuff. Which I've already got it off in this video, but I've got another video that's going to show all that stuff. And there's probably not much commentary there. It's basically showing you how to do everything. But I'm probably going to do another video to maybe show you how to take the headlight, the wiring off, cables, maybe go ahead and take the engine off. I've got a stand coming, be here tomorrow. And if I get it, then I can bolt the bike to the stand, and then I can take the wheels and everything else off and make it a lot easier. If not, I got another stand I can use. But I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. I'm Brian York of Yorkie Moto Garage. Thank y'all so much, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.